Going into, yeah, we're down to 12th now. So we're in the playoffs, which is an amazing achievement. It was highly unlikely we were going to get that top 8 finish now, but still, incredible stuff. In the league, we've dropped down to 12th place now. Yeah, disappointed. I need to at least get top half if we're not, because it's looking very unlikely. Like top 7 now. I still feel like we can. It's just been too inconsistent. Luton are in the National League now. It's 2034. Yeah, only one above where I started Torquay. So yeah, mad. 5-2 win at Rotherham in the fourth round of the FA Cup. Disappointing 2-1 defeat home to Real Sociedad. Went to the last 32 in Champions League. We did fall off a bit. I felt like we could actually get to the last 16 in top 8 bit. We did fall off a bit, but that's fine. 3-2 win at Brighton after we lost at home to them at the start of the season. 3-2 win at home to Leeds, getting there in the league, see now. 3-1 win at Chelsea. Jack Day always scores against his old club, which is incredible. And then we went to the Champions League last 32. Unfortunately, we played a Ron's team who carved dib on us really. Really just howler by my left back Christian was enough in the home leg. We lost 1-0 at home to them for a fantastic 4-1 win against Watford. That's now 4 wins in a row in the Premier League, but a disappointing 2-1 defeat in the second leg. I felt like we could have done better there, though. It's almost like league form's got good as the Champions League form went. But I've taken Torquay to the round of 32 in the Champions League. I'm pretty sure it won't be a last time I'll be in the Champions League. Hopefully that's the aim anyway. Really disappointing mistake from Christian. Now, you're thinking, who's he? Well, he hasn't announced himself well, but he's a very good player. 29.5 million I signed him near the end of January. He's 19 years old, can play left back and centre back. I've signed him as more of a centre back, to be honest, in this. He has made a howler in that game, but he played well in the 2 other games, which is frustrating. 42 million. I also signed Ronaldo, for a Brazilian midfielder from Inter Milan. Very, very good player. You might think, well, to get all this money from, well, I did also sell. Signed another backup keeper, and you think, well, 3.5 million is going to be an instinctive keeper. He could improve a lot. That's the keeper I need. The someone's happy to number 2, but also can get some games. Italian under 21. And he might even overtake my number 1 at some point. We'll see. 8 million also sign us as one for future. Backup for now, loan him out, hopefully get to first team. Swedish centre back for 8 million. We also strengthened for 13 million, 25 years old, number 10. Look at some of his stats, that technical ability. In the number 10, can play on the right wing, can play up front as well. We also put 25 million into this very good Belgian midfielder, 20 years of age, can play on the wing and can play up front. Look at that dribbling. Oh, so good, so good. We strengthened a lot in January, which is why that form improved. Finally, 19.5 million on a backup right back from PSG, one of the kids. Hasn't got the biggest ceiling I want, but I've also already got a very good right back. So you'll be thinking, where did all that money come from? Well, this is how I did it. I didn't do it by Peter Scannell. He went out on loan, but I sold my left back for 20.5 million. I'm happy he wasn't playing because I've got Charlie Hurley. I've got Christian in. Lee Jin Young, my South Korean player, he got a bit unhappy if he wasn't playing as much as he'd hoped or I promised him. 35 million. Can't put it into that Ronaldo midfielder. He went back at right winger, was never going to play, signed in cheap, signed for 17 million. It's business. Midfielder, didn't have the ceiling I expected. 23.5 million to Villa, fine. Rojas, again, didn't progress as much as I wanted. 28 million, fine. And a back at right back, Franco, 28 million, fine. So I felt like I got rid of players who didn't reach their potential, weren't happy. I got even better ones in. And well, I won all my games in the Premier League in January, pretty much. So there we are. Going forward, we're going out of Champions League. It's looking good. And that is still with a positive net spend. I still have a positive net spend. In terms of the league, couple of games behind teams like Wolves, but we're back into the fight for Europe now. Only 7 points off Champions League, of course, with 3 games in hand. So I'll keep that winning form now. Getting into top 7 at least and still having Europe next season. We're also still in the FA Cup, and it's been a pretty kind draw. So we've got Swansea away next. So we need to make the most of that, and I'll be going all out in the FA Cup as well. Despite all that, we got battered at Bournemouth out of nowhere. It just seemed to do us on this save a lot. 3-2 win at Swansea, though, which is crucial. Jack Day hat-trick. I did play my other keeper, but it's still a full-strength team. In the 5th round of the Cup, immediately in a quarter-final, and it has been a pretty kind draw to us. So touch wood, that carries on. 2-0 win at Sunderland in the Premier League, and back to winning ways. Incredible 4-4 draw at home to Liverpool. We actually lost it in stoppage time. Disappointed through on to home to Tottenham. And then we went to Sunderland in the FA Cup quarter-final. Immediately, 11 minutes in, corner, header, goal. We love a set-piece goal. Made it 1-0. You know, this to get to Wembley, get to the semi-final in the FA Cup. Duncan Elliott made it 2-0 to give us a comfortable lead in the 27th minute. Then the game turned on its head. 33 minutes, Sunderland came forward. Nice sort of play. Fernandez crossed the keeper, 2-1. And then deep into the second half, so first minute, does that count as deep? I don't think so. But either way, they split out defence, 2-2, which would take the game to extra time. which was really disappointing. It was looking like it was going to penalties though, but in 110th minute, we finally found the breakthrough. Send us to Wembley. Angel Valencia broke through, lovely skill dribbling. That's what he's great at. Found the finish as well. 3-2, we're into the FA Cup semi-final. Followed this up with a crucial 3-1 win in the expanded Torquay United Stadium, now to 28,000 capacity this season. Did lose at 2-0 at Man City. That's 8th place, 8 games to go. I feel like the squad's improved since the sort of transfers made in January. Still in FA Cup, we've got Man City though in the semi-final. Very important 2-0 win at home to Wolves in the league, and a very important 2-1 win at home to Middlesbrough before very disappointing 2-1 defeat at West Ham. But the next game, though, was the FA Cup semi-final. A historic day at Wembley against Man City. And it was an incredible day. In the 56th minute, we went 1-0 from a penalty spot. And 4 minutes later, we found our way to the FA Cup final. Beautiful cross. Jack Day, the club legend, stuns Man City. We outplayed them as well. A 2-0 win. We kept Haaland quiet, which we never do. We never do in FM. And we're in the FA Cup final. And we beat Man City, probably the first, no disrespect to everyone else, big team we played, that sort of big top 6 team, into the final. And then a 3-0 win at Brentford. 4 games to go. We've got an FA Cup final. We're up to 7th now. If we get 7th place, there's still a good chance we get to Europe. But we've closed the gap on Liverpool as well. It'd be nice if I can sneak into 6th place. I do also feel if we've been less inconsistent, we could have got top 4 this season, which shows maybe next year. A bit more used to European football, we'll see. But yeah, financially, I need some sort of European football. We beat Villa 2-1, crucial victory against one of the teams we were chasing. We beat Southampton 3-2, and then we won 7-2 at Everton. 1 game to go, teams ran us a game in hand. We're up to 5th place. So we're basically in Europe. Incredible turnaround now. For so many disappointing results at the start of the season, shows what we're capable of. This squad with those sort of new signings come in, they are just at the best. But in the final, David Wagner's Norwich, they're not even in the Premier League. We've got to play a Championship team in the final. Fair play to them. The second, they look like coming up. They're doing a Norwich. They beat Ipswich, their rivals, in the quarterfinal. They beat Burnley in the semi-final. Yeah, interesting FA Cup final, that one. You just feel like we beat Man City. We just feel like it's in the stars a bit for us. And we put the key highlights on for this one. A Buy With Me came on. It was amazing. So 48 seconds in, there was a chance for Torquay. Jack Day, lovely free kick routine. The injured player almost scored. Big save by their keeper early on. Yeah, by the way, it's tradition. If I play a Champions League final, play Champions League final music. I play a Buy With Me before an FA Cup final, so it goes. From a resulting corner, yeah, nothing much came of it. But imagine if I win the FA Cup. This would be just FA Cup, so traditional, so amazing, taking Torquay United from the National League South to the FA Cup final. It would be incredible. Let's speed this up a little bit. Linden put the ball in, and there it was. Kovacic at the back post, the midfielder I signed, who I've tracked for so long, it finally got the breakthrough. I just felt we controlled the ball so well in the 26th minute. And we're beating Norwich 1-0. We're on the way to the first ever FA Cup, of course, in Torquay's history. A team who's never got to the 5th round in our long history. Just nice to see as Jack Day got the ball forwards. Lovely. That is SWNe ball, but a great save by Rushworth. I think it was offside anyway. Or it might have just gone wide. But in the 34th minute, Norwich had a free kick. They put the free kick in and they hit the post. Very lucky. Let off through. Fell asleep a bit there. I was thinking as well, going forward in terms of my FM creation, I'll say thanks for all the support as well. I'm going to maybe tweak it into my next series as Norwich almost made it on 1 and 36th minute, where I'm going to be playing more of the games. I love this format. It's worked really well for me. And I'll kind of keep it when I'm going through game by game still. But I'm going to try and do it when I'm recording. I love to stream. I don't quite have the internet for as we come forward in the 37th minute. And a good effort. Again, the keeper with a good save. Really controlling the game well. But Norwich is always going to be a threat, especially that 1 goal. And I really look forward to doing that next year. I'm going to get this series. I'm going to about over 15 or 20 seasons of this. I'm in season 11 right now, if I keep my job. And yeah, so Norwich came forward, 65th minute, still 1-0, and an effort as well saved. Comfortable for my keeper. Not much happened if I was going forward until the 76th minute. Just kind of controlling the game nicely. It's nice to actually see the football my team plays in the flesh, actually, not just get through the games. There's a good effort by what was blocked. It could have been a good effort, I don't know. But it just shows the sort of players I've got. I've got those players to bring on now. And that's why I really want to do a save. I'm either going to do an unemployed, and it's 2-0. It's 2-0. Ronnie, my goal scoring centre mate, it's a 2-0, or we're going to win the FA Cup. Going into FM25, I'm either going to do an unemployed kind of rags to riches kind of FM. As in the 84th minute, we had a free kick. or I'm just going to pick a team. I'll probably do a beta save as well, but I reckon I'm going to do this save, and then as the ball comes in and they just miss, we have done it. We have won the FA Cup. That is an incredible achievement. I know, apart from Man City, had quite an easy draw. I know I beat Norwich, but you can only beat what you have in front of you. Torquay United have won the FA Cup. Wow. And then we beat Newcastle 2-0, which meant we finished fifth. We got Champions League again because of the coefficients. So we're in the Champions League again, so I only have 68 points with that amazing last form. We've won the FA Cup. We've got Champions League back to back. That's incredible. And still with a positive net spend. Still, we have basically no budget going into next season. Thank you for watching season 11. Your support means the world to me. I've been doing YouTube since 2012 as a hobby, and this is probably the first time, albeit through TikTok, that I've actually got people enjoying my content and build a community, and that means the world to me. So yes, thank you.